I'd also like to thank the witnesses for appearing to testify about the federal government's efforts to identify foreign fighters in Syria and Iraq who may seek to travel to the U.S. to do our nation harm. Since its establishment in the wake of terrorist attack of 9/11, this committee has been engaged in helping to address the threats posed by terrorist travel. For example, members of the committee advocated for a key provision in the 9/11 Act requiring the implementation of an electronic system for travel authorization to enhance the security of the visa waiver program. This committee also examined the lessons learned from the attempted bombing of Flight 253 on Christmas Day 2009 and urged DHS and the rest of the intelligence community to strengthen programs aimed at identifying and interdicting travel to this country who might do us harm. Today we turn our attention to the threat posed by foreign fighters with the Islamic State of Iraq and Lebanon, ISL, particularly those holding Western passports who could attempt to travel to this country without obtaining a visa. Top U.S. officials have made public statements warning that Syrian-trained extremists, including foreign fighters linked with ISIL, may pose a direct threat to this country. Law enforcement and intelligence officials know that individuals from North America and Europe that travel to Syria could be exposed to radical and extremist influences before returning to their home country. As Ranking Member Lee has already said, the U.S. government estimates that there are 12,000 foreign fighters who've traveled to Syria to engage in the ongoing civil war, including more than 1,000 Europeans and over 100 U.S. citizens. Of those 100 U.S. citizens fighting in the region, about a dozen are believed to be fighting along ISIL. I hope our conversation today provides insight into the full scope of foreign fighter issues facing the U.S. government, as well as how we, along with our foreign partners, can maximize our intelligence and information sharing regarding these individuals. With that in mind, I want to hear from the Department of Homeland Security and Department of State witnesses about their ongoing work to identify and interdict foreign fighters coming to the U.S. and whether or not they need to increase their efforts in response to ISIL. We know that the threat posed by ISIL foreign fighters is very real and serious. The American people want assurances that our government response is and will continue to be equal to the task at hand. Again, I thank the witnesses for joining us today and the members for holding this hearing. And Madam Chair, with that, I also yield back the balance of my time.